everybody. Today we are talking about social media. I'm Robin and this is Sonia and we are Bolly Moms on the go.
Hello.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, social media, but especially for parents. So as parents, we are hooked to our device because sometimes we have to work on it and then sometimes we just are losing ourselves in the device. And sometimes we tend to not realizing that we are just all in social media and losing time, losing track about what we're doing and why we're doing that.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes we're watching Bolly Moms on the go.
Yes, and it's good.
And that's okay. But we think that it gets to the point sometimes where it's a problem, and things that are happening in your house are being neglected maybe.
Yeah.
And that's maybe a strong word, but things are not happening that should be happening because of your need to catch up on social media. And I do have one story about it. I went to the park with my kids when they were littler, so this was quite a while ago. Yeah. And I saw a mom who was in her car outside the park while her kids were playing on the park, and she was on her phone, and I was like, oh no, so I'm not judging. I'm not judging at all. I know how addictive it is. Clearly we like social media. We're here right now, but it sometimes gets to be a bit much. And if it's interfering with the time that you have with your children when they're little, it goes so fast.
Or just your own time that you could do something more valuable than just browsing and being lost. And you know that all these social media platforms are meant to be hooked on them. Yeah. They try to feed contents that will get you interested, but that it's like a addict. You get addiction about it. It's like watching one video and another video, watching a post, and then you can spend a lot of time. And I know that sometimes it happens that I'm trying to get entertained. It's okay, I'm gonna get on my social media, blah blah blah. And then you get hooked, and then 10 minutes, I should do something else. And I'm oh no, just 5 more minutes. And sometimes get myself after half an hour,
or
it was and then I feel horrible. It's oh no, I don't have time, I only have 10 minutes to finish something. And then you feel stress and rush, and that's not good.
That's not good. It's not good for your inner well-being. Right. Yeah. The other thing too, and something that I notice is there is this sort of switch that happens in the brain, and you can actually see it in people's eyes when they are so intently focused on this thing, and I see it with my kids when they play video games, they're playing video games and they're having fun and they're doing great, and then all of a sudden it becomes like a zombie. And it's and I think maybe this is the point when things need to turn off, maybe this is the point when it's a bit too far. And I think the other thing too that we talked about is that we often are using social media for poor reasons, the things that we're trying to get out of it are not really positive for us in our everyday, right?
True. I think it's a good way to connect with others, so then you can connect with your family if they're on social media, and then that's the way, especially when they're all over the place. And even if they're in the same city, but you cannot connect. But it's a good way to get the updates. So that's where some people post about their family highlight or whatever. But then there's also those people who kind of brag about these nice things, and you might feel okay. It's sometimes you might feel uncomfortable with this idyllic life that they may post.
Somebody is better than you, or they're doing a better job, or anything like that. And we talk about that all the time. Moms are doing the best they can, guys. But what we post on social media isn't always a true reflection of what is happening in our household. Because the last thing we want to post on social media is that I just yelled at my kid. We don't want to post that stuff. And there's a lot of drama that happens on social media sometimes too. So sometimes I get a little frustrated with that, because I am wanting to just catch up with my family and see the pictures of the kids and know what's going on with people that don't live here and people that live right here that I don't get to see that often. And then there's all this sort of drama interspersed. I'm not a fan of that. But
so I think one question for you and for us too is when you go on social media, what are you looking for? Are you looking for inspirational content? Yes, is that how you say it?
Content?
Content? Are you looking for advice, tips, connection with people, like close one or group, like if you're in a group, like what are you looking for?
Or maybe you're looking for validation.
Yeah, or maybe like finding like if people are suffering like you, maybe sometimes you try to like, okay, I'm not the only one having issues, challenges, and then maybe try to define how much time you should spend, because we get hooked with the race. And I know like I catch myself many times. It's like, oh yeah, just 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes. It's like,
Well, and you know what? If you're out and about, look around, because even the other night I was out with some girlfriends for wings. We went for wings. It was so fun. Hi, girls. And I looked over, and there was a couple sitting at the table beside us, and both of them were on their phone, and they were like having a date night, but they weren't even like talking to each other. And I was like, oh no, you know? So, and again, this isn't coming from a place of judgment, you guys. It's more like, I feel like empathetic, because I understand that it is attractive. It's attractive, you know?
They're meant for.
Sure, yeah. And I mean, when you've been married a long time too, sometimes you want to look at your phone instead of your husband. But it doesn't, if you're out for a date night, if you're making an effort to go out for a date night, then you should make an effort to communicate and talk with your spouse, you know? And the girls and I, we all had our phones away the whole time. And then even when you plan on doing that, I've seen, you know, out at restaurants or in the mall or whatever, you know, even when you intend to do it, then you say, oh, what was that guy's name from the show, da da da, and then somebody pulls up their phone to look it up, and then the phones come out, they're out. Like as soon as one person pulls their phone out, it's like a permission for everybody else to do it.
And everyone will like try, it's like, okay, let me just check if I have a notification. And it's like,
it can wait, you guys. It can totally wait.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to talk one more thing, because I know we're running out of time, but I just have one more thing to add. When you go to your fitness classes, you don't need your phone. And so this is,
no, you need to post,
I mean,
like,
oh, no.
Yes,
before or after, go ahead, take your selfie. I love that. But I am amazed. I'm so amazed at how many people cannot come to fitness class. It's 1 hour, a 1 hour class without their phone.
Oh yeah.
Like they have it, you know, like I have people, like I'm teaching a step class, we're doing choreography, we're like right in the moment, and somebody is tucking down and they're like texting, they're like tucked down at the bottom of their step, trying to text somebody. I'm like, what is happening right now? I had somebody answer their phone while I was teaching the class before.
They feel like it's the fear of missing.
What if
FOMO,
like, right?
Yes.
FOMO, they call that, fear of missing out.
Yes.
So I have rule in my class that unless you're a doctor on call or a mom whose kids are home alone, you're not allowed to have your phone in my class, you know, but it's just like these moments, those moments, a date night with your husband, your fitness class, things that you're doing, your dance class, you're connecting, moments,
when you pick
play
up your
time
children.
with your kid. Exactly. Yeah, we have that video about that. Those are the times that you need to put it away.
Yeah.
Like you need to put it away.
And it's good for you. Like I've been to France recently, and then I didn't put my data on, and because it was too expensive, I said, like, I'm going to connect with Wi-Fi once in a while. But I didn't get Wi-Fi for the 8 days. I did get barely Wi-Fi.
Right.
So I saw all my friends connected, and I was like, I can't surf because like I don't have data. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do something. And I was like chatting with people, and I was like, that's okay, I'm going to catch up with whatever. And then if people want to reach me, they're just going to call me or send me a message.
If it's urgent, right?
Yeah. And I say, that's okay. And then I did have a pause of social media for like 8 days with really barely connections, just like here and there. But I didn't really miss it. And I found it like more valuable to connect with people and chat. And like even in the train, I was in the train, I was like, I don't have that. I was like, I'm going to read, I'm going to chat with my neighbor. But they were all like hooked. And I know because it's a reflex, like I don't know what to do.
It is a reflex,
It's like I don't know what to do on this. But having no data, I just opened up to what I could do else. Observe the nature because it's nice. I had the train, and then the view is nice, and then I had a book, and I have like just.
And those of us who are old enough, we remember not having it, you know? I know. And that is what we did. You read a book or talked to the person next to you, or it's something that's really cool that we have it. It's really cool.
It is useful.
But we just want you to take a moment this week and just reflect on why you're there, and if it's getting in the way of anything.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So insights?
Yes, our body mind insight.
Awesome.
So the first thing is like, what do you do when you are on your social media? Are you looking for connection? Are you looking for entertainment? Are you looking for just like, I don't know. So when you just like reflect on that, maybe it will just hold on. Okay, maybe now is not the time, or maybe it's like, okay, just like limit your time. Just like reflect on why you want to be on social media.
Yeah. And yeah. Number 2 insight is role modeling. So if you're thinking about what you want from your kids with regards to video games, social media, computers, all that stuff, because that is their world now.
It is.
So what sort of a role model are you being for them on the ability to take it or leave it?
Oh yeah. Because if they see you hook every time during the day, it's like, why do you limit them if you're also like really on your device a lot? So, and the second one is like, okay, so schedule when you want to be on your device. I know that sometimes you need to work and you need to like connect and check and these kind of things, but that maybe schedule time when you're on your device, and schedule a time when you want to connect more with your family, with your children. I know that my things that sometimes I put my phone away and I don't connect, like when I pick up the kids or when I'm cooking, or like the phone is away and I can hear it if someone is calling me, but I'm not pushed to like, okay, let's see if there is anything happening online, or like the fear, like what is happening? I know I'm gonna get that time later on, but then I'm choosing the time to connect with my family, or like to be present when I'm cooking or doing a specific task, but I'm not on my device or computer.
And we have teenagers, so there's a lot of devices in our house, a lot.
I know, iPad, computers,
like
phones.
so much. Oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. And we are more choosy about it when we're out as well, right? So if we're out for dinner or something like that, we don't have any phones. If we are at Thanksgiving, we were at my family's house and phones are away, you know? So we're connecting with the other people that are around us as well. So that's really important.
So make proper choices.
Decide, make a decision.
So, okay, guys. So tell us in your comments, how are you dealing with the social media? How are you managing your own time on social media, and how you juggle with your kids using social media? So give us your tips, advice, comment, experience, whatever.
And if you know someone who's having a hard time, share.
Yes.
Thanks, you guys.
Thank you.